it is me again. And, as always, I have another classic story for you today. But before anything else, I will remind you to just hit the like and subscribe button so that you will be always updated whenever I upload a new video. So kids, our story for today is about a brave knight who fought a scary beast to save the village. The title of this story is The Glass Knight. Once upon a time, there was a farmer and his son. They were passing a wood on their way to market one morning when they noticed many trees were dead. The farmer was puzzled. Those trees were fine yesterday, he said, so he stopped his cart and climbed down to look. The son followed. Inside the wood, there was an eerie silence. Every bush and tree was shriveled and black. "There's something dark and dangerous here, son," whispered the farmer. As he spoke, they saw a flash of yellow and glimpsed the back of a winged creature with cockerel's feet and a serpent's tail. "Run, father!" cried the son, but his father was fixed to the spot. The creature spun around and gazed at him with blood-red eyes, and in an instant, the farmer dropped down dead. The farmer's son ran home to the village, so terrified he could hardly speak. When the villagers heard what had happened, the bravest men set off at once after the beast. But by nightfall they hadn't returned. Everyone gathered in church to decide what to do. "What monster can strike living things dead with its eyes?" they asked. Nobody had ever heard of such a beast. Then the wise woman of the village spoke. "I fear it is a basilisk," she said darkly, "a creature with the head and claws of a cockerel, the tail of a serpent, and the wings of a bat. Its breath can break stone and its touch is poison, but most terrifying are its blood-red eyes that kill anything at a glance." The villagers listened in stunned silence. "Is there nothing we can do?" they asked, but the wise woman shook her head. The villagers hurried home, locked their doors and closed their shutters. Nobody slept a wink. The next day, a wandering knight rode into the village and stopped at the inn to rest. When he heard about the basilisk, he felt sorry for the frightened villagers. "I've faced many dangers," he said. "I promise I shall rid you of this terrible beast." So the innkeeper sent him to talk to the wise woman. The knight listened to all the wise woman told him. "Does the basilisk ever shut its eyes?" he asked. "Only to drink," she said, "but his ears are so keen you'll never sneak up on him." That evening, the knight sat thinking in his room at the inn. He realized that his bravery alone would not be enough to defeat the beast. How could he keep his vow and save the village? Glancing up, he caught sight of his worried face in the mirror above the fireplace. Suddenly, he understood why the basilisk shut its eyes to drink, and it gave him an idea. Early the next morning, the knight rode away. "Who can blame him?" sighed the innkeeper, and the villagers sadly agreed. But 2 days later, there was a great commotion as the knight returned in sparkling armor, covered with scales of crystal glass. Even his visor was a shining mirror. Everyone cheered as he walked through the village and on into the wood. Deep in its lair, the basilisk heard the knight approach. It uncurled its tail, stretched its claws, and strutted out to meet its prey. Then the glass knight stepped forward. The basilisk raised its blood-red eyes and saw 1,000 reflections of itself. With a shriek of horror, it turned away, but too late. Its wings began to shrivel and its skin turned black. With an angry thrash of its tail, the basilisk fell dead to the ground. So that's all for now, kids. Always remember, doing task unprepared sometimes is not enough. It is always better to be ready and come up with a plan. Until next time, kids. Bye.